Yeah, I got into oil earlier on today, bought it up here and got stopped out. So when it came down to, actually, wow, it was as low as 67. Okay, so I'm just refreshing. I didn't realize it went as low as 67 because I picked it up at 80. I picked it up at this 80 mark, and I've just recently taken it off at 45 at that resistance. So that's my sort of box resistance. I hadn't realised it gone as low as I should have done. At 66. Wow. I took it at 80 because it was just 20 points under the the big 105. So just nicked 60 points off that, and looks like it could still go. Because if you look at the weekly, we've had a couple of weeks of selling, but we can't show it on this. But this is the what was major support down there from the highs of May 19, May 26 week. There's also the weekly 8 EMA down there. I've tested the weekly 8 EMA, so that's quite a nice move. And the 15-minute setup. So we crashed into the 15-minute 200, dropped under the S2. Normally we go 20 points under the 105. This time we've gone significantly further than that, obviously. But we had a stopping bar at 104.80, nicked underneath a few points underneath. So my 104.80 was relatively safe, and here we are potentially going back to 105.60, and who knows, maybe beyond. Okay, so that was I just love these round numbers. Look at the Dow. The Dow was great on 16,800, literally to the point. These round numbers are so simple. Even if you sat in that for the first hour, you would have got up to 870 from 16,800. So you were at 70 points in the first hour of trading. These big round numbers are really, really nice. I'm going to keep it nice and short today. But just imagine, I mean, position size. Let's talk about position size. If you just trade £1 a point with a 20-point stop on these on the Dow round number at 16,800, and if you'd set an alarm down there for 104.90 and waited until you got a 15-minute setup, that's 75 points in the bag on the Dow, and more if you went back in later, and 50, 60 points and more if you kept it on the oil. So in this US dollar yen, I'm slightly underwater on this US dollar yen, but not by much. As you quite rightly pointed out, this is a counter trend trade. All the highs have been selling on this, so why was I going? All the highs have been selling, so why have I? So we moved up and we sold. We moved up and we sold. So a series of lower highs, and then finally we broke down. Any retest the 50 EMA. It's a relatively slow mover, just gets sold into. But I just like this S1 and look at the 4-hour, 2-hour fibs on it, which I've shown you already, and then run your eye to the left. You can see we've got that, and potentially that to come up. In that case, it moved into there. In that case, it moved slightly higher. And if we can break up here into the back end of the week, who knows, we might be able to do something. I just think these are, trades like that to me are low risk, high reward. So there is a risk. It's counter trend trade. So I will think about getting stopped out and walking away. But if it starts to work, then I will think about buying some more. It's as simple as that. So today's trading, this is a pretty good Monday. I mean, some Mondays can be really flat and not great at all, but this Monday I thought was actually pretty good. I missed the pound pairs, and they just went to, I wasn't looking at the charts when these set off. These set off about 11, 12 o'clock, I think. 60 minutes. Oh, even at the Euro session. Even at the Euro session open, and we hardly breached this, hardly delved into this hammer. 250, nice big round number, with 5 points under the round number. Look at that. If you just simplify your trading, going at small position size, or at least a position size that you're comfortable with, I think these are eminently tradable, and you can make your life nice and easy if you keep your setups nice and easy with small entries. Obviously we're hitting a lot of resistance here. Again, let's put the 2 hour, but I've got fibs on the 2 hour. Just a little habit of mine. I keep fibs on the 2 hour, keep the hour clean. We're coming to a lot of resistance with fibs on the 2 hour showing that 76.4 fibs. So now we need to pull back to 172.90. So we're a little extended. If we can come back and see that pivot level again, that is an entry for tomorrow. And this is like the oil. This has touched the weekly 8 as well at the lows. So combination of fibs on the 2 hour, combination of round numbers, getting a position size right, it makes your life easier. One I did trade, but I have to freely admit I didn't sit in this for long enough. This is the Aussie US on a 2 hour. This 390, 93.90 was nice little hammer. We dipped down to that S2 pivot, and then we just went right up to 94.40. Nice trade. Why did I get out early? Because I got chopped around in this over the last couple of weeks, and I foolishly thought that this is Monday, they wouldn't run very well. So a lot of things outside of technical analysis was influencing me, and I allowed myself to get sidetracked, allowed myself to get out too early. I basically just missed the last this move here. Took it off at the daily pivot and left it and started trading, getting into the US dollar yen, which has done nothing, and then getting into the oil. Okay, so let's run through the dailies now. Let's see what Monday's actions left us like on the dailies. Okay, so we've got Aussie rates. Let's look at the data. There's some nice data. The US pending home sales was way above expectations. So they got a bit of a housing boom on their hands, as well as the UK, as well as London has anyway. So overnight we've got the Aussie rates expected to stick at 2.5. Coming to the Euro session, we've got Spanish manufacturing. So right throughout the Euro session, we've got German jobs, Spanish manufacturing, and then we've got UK manufacturing at 9:30, followed by European unemployment rate at 10. So it's a busy day. And we've got nothing at the US open until 3 o'clock reversal time. So another reason why I got out of the Aussie is because I didn't want to sit in the Aussie while there's a rate decision, because it can get so whippy. There's the resistance level on the daily. That's a major wall. So another reason for not hanging around too much. Gold's had a great day. That's had a really nice day. I mean, look at this 15-minute chart. Fibs on the 15-minute chart. Wow, gold is rocking. So right down there at this support level, this 76.4 fib level at lunchtime UK time. Nice. You're talking about trading the trend. I took a camel trend trade in US dollar yen. This was a trend trade, and this would have generated a lovely move. Gold doesn't tend to hang around these days. I've been consolidating since the 19th of June, last day of June, and there they are charging away and just about to hit resistance. So tomorrow, 1320 is a nice entry. The daily US dollar yen, that's a nice bar. So we talked about the pullback to that 172.90. Euro has held up and not as well. Let's look at the pound US. Pound US again. So markets move sideways 85% of the time, and this is no exception. So we get big move, we get a lot of very little moves, big move, then we pull right back. It takes a while to chug up, we pull back, takes a while to chug. This has not been a great instrument. I haven't done much with this pound. And once we break the big round number of 168, we get a nice move, and we chug around. So we've finished chugging now, and that's just broken up today. So 85% of the time these markets are reasonably static or relatively static. Okay, let's have a look at what the daily oil's looking like at the moment. Wow, this was so interesting, 105. Yeah, it's a massive number. So tomorrow, if we dip back into close to 105, assuming we don't shoot up into the pit close, actually we're very close to the pit close now. We're just coming in contact with the 2-hour 200 EMA up down here. If we dip back into 105 tomorrow, I would buy that again, see if we can break 105.70 and get back to the underside of that spinning top at 106.75. That's my plan on the oil. If you're a swing trader, I would just try and grab 105, get a stop under 104.50 and see if that can push up into the 107, 110 area. Let's have a look at my stocks. eBay is stuck at 50. So I don't think I'm in that. I think it's not. No, I'm not quite in that. So let's see how that one closes. Win results. Let me get rid of this. That's a watch. Whole Foods. Not doing it. Sideways, so I'm leaving it. Rolls Royce looks like that's had a good day. No, it hasn't. It's stuck. Oh, yes it has. Yes it has. Sorry. Yeah, I've got bought at 1,050 roughly. NetApp. Nope, not touching it. That's on my watch list. Gulf Keystone. Now this is an interesting one. This is a UK oil stock. Box play, top of the box at the moment, getting extended up there. I would love to see this pull back to 95. I'm not sure we're going to see it, but I would hold a bid out for 95 on that one. This is another one I really like. Glencore Xstrata. I think this could be getting ready to pop. And any dips to 42.50 area are actually viable. And we have actually seen that today. Not a convincing close, so General, another good oil stock. It's had a great move on Friday, another follow through on Monday. I'm going to be cheeky and holding out a bid on that one at 995. Centrica. Is doing nothing at the moment, keeping my eye on it. BP. Not a great stock at the moment. Anglo American. Not doing much. Amazon. Look at Amazon. No. Under pressure. Let's have a look at some. Let's do a scan for big movers before I close up. I promise you that it's super fast. So big US movers. Let's do a quick scan. No, not interested. So this had a big move on Friday, and that's going to have a lovely follow through. That's a pretty clean chart actually. This is Lincoln Educational Services Corp. That's a lovely setup. Wow, look at that pivot at 425. I would hold out for a pullback on that. Let's have a look at Odyssey. I'm liking this one as well. They pull back to 161. No, actually, there's too much selling on the left, so I'm just going to leave that. Not bad. I quite like the basing pattern down there. 210, 200 is resistance. So you go pull back to about 158, 160 on that. It's got a habit of running up and selling, but I would risk some capital on that. The gap down there. Yeah, I'd be tempted to hold out for it to see if that fills the gap. Let's look at what else we've got. Form factor, that's a good old favourite. Wow, that's long since gone. Blackberry's had a great run. GT Advance, that's an old favourite. So still some very bullish stocks out there. So, I've just made a note of some of those. Oil's flapping under 540. My US dollar yen's doing nothing. So we're pretty flat. Okay. Any questions? Because I'm finished. I'm done. So theme of the day was position size and round numbers. And no questions coming in. Good. Okay. So I'll be talking about that in the trading room tomorrow at 8 AM UK time. And let's see, we had a very buoyant pound, so we're very focused on the pound. Got data at 9:30 for the UK, so we'll see how that works. yeah, I will post this video up tonight and see you tomorrow. Okay, oh, look at that, 25 minutes. I've got to be one of my records. Okay, thanks for joining me and see you tomorrow.